We are joined now by one of the survivors of this attack this morning, a cashier at Tops Supermarket working at the exact moment the gunfire broke out. Harris Stanfield, thank you so much for your time and joining us this morning. We know your 20-year-old daughter was also working that day with you. Can you just tell us what was going through your mind when you saw the attack happen?
Yes, we're both customer service leads. The first thing that went through my mind when I heard the gunshots was, is it us? Are we being attacked, or is this something that's outside? Because unfortunately, in our communities, many times we hear gunshots, but you're not sure if it's something that's going to engage where you are, or if it's going to affect you, or if it's something that's outside. So that was the first thing, is to stop and find out if it's coming our way. So we all looked toward the front door, and we didn't know until we saw the security guard engaging the gunman that we were being hit. So at that point, the first instinct is to run. So I went to grab my daughter's arm. Her arm pulled from me, and I'm thinking it's to start running behind me, and I ran across the front end. I heard someone, my coworker Morris, said to the back, so I curved around to go to the back. A customer bent down to pick up her keys. She had dropped. I stumbled to the side, then I got my footing, kept running. Then her daughter, who was with her, thrust to try to get her footing and knocked me to the floor. I crawled on the floor a little bit, then somehow got back to my feet, and just sock feet at that point, and continued running to the back of the store when I realized that my daughter wasn't with me.
Oh my gosh. So where was your daughter then?
She was still in the front of the store.
Oh man.
Wow.
She was crouched down at the register where I had just left, but I didn't know that until after police had cleared everything and she was outside.
How is she doing now? I can only imagine how traumatic this experience is, especially for a younger person.
She is doing okay, considering. We're going to counseling. We're meeting in group sessions, and we're working through the trauma.
Yeah. So, I mean, this started off as a typical morning and a day for you guys, just simply going to work. Moving forward, when you're unwrapping this trauma, how do you do that? I mean, this is a lot to unpack as the days continue to go on.
It is. We have counselors here for us, reserved for us for the first week. All of my coworkers and I, we meet up every day to talk and just to see each other and hug each other. These interviews really help because you ask direct questions, so that helps the processing of what happened, just because there may be some things I'm just not thinking about, so I'm not accessing those thoughts. And then just we meet with medical doctors as well to make sure we're physically okay. And then going to vigils and spending time with the community, and just sharing love and compassion with everyone who has been affected by this.
So as you're watching, the coverage of this kind of unfold since Saturday, and you're hearing that this was racially motivated, and that this person, they set out to even go to other stores and other locations if he was not apprehended at this supermarket that you work at. When you hear that, what is going through your mind that this person sought out people to kill because of the color of their skin?
I've stated a number of times, I don't give my energy for him. I don't want him to have a platform with me, so I'm not going to talk about him at all. What we talk about is that we have a very loving community, that we want to move forward in peace, and we want to move forward in love, and that we don't have any ill feelings towards any group of people. Our community is actually more diverse than you may think. It may be predominantly African American, but we have a very diverse customer base in our store. And for someone to come and try to target specifically one race, it won't work. there. It won't work anywhere here in Buffalo because we're more diverse than it looks like. But you won't find us being hateful towards anyone, not because of this or because of anything else.
Well, then let me just acknowledge you for this incredible show of resilience.
Yep.
I mean, you have a lot of courage to even just come on a national news show and talk about this and be vulnerable about it. So really, thank you for doing that. I want you to talk about this Tops supermarket. This is more than just a grocery store. This is kind of a staple of your community, right?
It is, yes. This is the only grocery store in the area. So taking that away actually leaves a food desert. But thankfully, a lot of organizations have come and brought fresh produce to the citizens of the community and brought non-food items that would be missing at this point, and other things that were missing because of the grocery store. It's sad to think that we only have one major grocery store in the area, but it's difficult, I'm guessing, for major markets to come into certain communities, maybe because they feel that something would not work there. But I will tell you that the staff in the community at this particular store, because I've been there, is a family. We're all a family. We take care of each other. We're concerned with each other. We check in on each other. We look forward to seeing each other. So our regular customers, I'm seeing them now in the street. Some have found me on Facebook. We get to know each other. We know each other's stories. So it's not just coming in and getting some groceries and stopping to get some milk. It's taking the time to actually get to know someone in your community and really engaging with them on a compassionate level.
Wow, definitely
So
more than a grocery store.
this is important to us.
Yeah.
So well put. God, so well put.
Absolutely. All right. Fragrance, thank you so much for coming on and telling us your story. Good luck to you and your daughter as you guys move forward. We appreciate your time. Thank you.